Hi, this is Beau Gomez. I am the exhibiting artist for Hell, the current show up at Art Space Gallery. I am a TMU alumni and have since continued my artistic practice after graduating. This project started in the summer of 2019. I was solidifying a very beautiful friendship with two of my close friends, Derek and Ray, both of whom, like myself, identify as queer and Asian. 2 years prior to that, I was diagnosed with HIV, and it put my life, notably my creative practice, on hold. And it wasn't until around 2019 that I started to consider revisiting my practice again, and even just simply taking pictures. In summer of 2019, we had the opportunity to go on a trip. I thought maybe that could be an opportunity for me to leverage being able to not only check in on our friendships, but also check in on myself. Because while my friends, Derek and Ray, they had known about my status then, but we never necessarily talked about it. I had been in the dark about it for such a long time, and I no longer wanted to be held hostage by my fear and my shame about my status. The only thing that was premeditated was that I wanted to record conversations with them, whether that be about our friendship, queerness, identity, upbringing. And it was this beautiful moment of revelation. I've never really connected with queer Asian men in this way before, and for us to have such shared vulnerability and shared care, it's one of the most rewarding things that Hell has given to me. As a film photographer and enthusiast, I find such joy and thrill in being more meticulous in composing an image and not necessarily knowing how they would turn out. But over time, I've come to really hone that in for myself. I had been practicing portrait photography for as long as I can remember. And with that comes the joy and the magic of playing with light, playing with shadow, playing with magic hour. And so I wanted to commemorate, the sort of beautiful still moments that I've captured by translating them onto silk fabric. I wanted to see Derek and Ray, and by extension, queer Asian male bodies in tender and gentle and ultimately beautiful ways. I think the softness and the delicateness of silk renders well with the emotionality and the gentleness of the images. When they are paired with the video piece, which is quite heavy and quite intense, I want to make sure that myself and the viewer can come up for air and find solace and comfort in the images that are surrounding the video piece. The video piece is so candid and immediate and free-flowing and easygoing. And then you have the recorded conversations, which are very heavy and intense. Sentiment of the video is that it comes with such urgency and immediacy because it was coming from a very vulnerable place, whether that's a happy place or a sorrowful place. The way it's set up in the space, in the gallery, is that the viewer can come and really encounter this incredibly raw and immersed conversation. So Hell is a project that is grounded in intimacy and collective care. These are themes that are very important to me as a person and as part of my creative practice. And I value fostering community as much as I can within my practice. I've mentioned that Hell is a project that healed me significantly, and I hope to continue that as I move forward with my creative endeavors. While this project is informed by the nuances of queer Asian experience, I hope that when people come to experience and encounter this body of work, they immerse themselves in not only moments of resilience, perhaps even struggle, but also be reminded that our nuances also include joy, freedom, community, love, most of which are qualities that I hindered for myself for a very long time. And I hope that any given viewer who comes and encounters Elanghel can feel that same sense of closeness. And I hope that this project can encourage exercising vulnerability and for us to not be afraid to welcome that for ourselves too.